right, welcome to the practice today. Finding whatever you need for the practice today. If you use blocks, a strap, a pillow. I sit on a pillow for the beginning for my hip flexors. You can use multiple pillows, you can use blankets, you can use an eye pillow for our final relaxation when you get there. So finding whatever you need. That's the beauty about doing the practice at home, is you can use as many tools, as many props as works for you, as works for your practice. You can even be on a chair today or have a chair close by you if you need that support. So we're gonna go ahead and find ourselves in our simple cross leg. Like I said, I'm sitting on a pillow. I've got very tight hip flexors because I run and I do other athletic movements, which causes that tight hip flexing. I bike, that sort of thing. So if you're ever like, why am I so tight? Do you do those things? Do you run a lot? Do you walk a lot? Are you on the bike a lot? That definitely causes a lot of tight hips. And do you lift weights a lot? That can do it as well. So that's why we do this yoga, is to kind of cross train and to bring ourselves back into balance, to bring our bodies into a smoother balance, to release tension, tightness. So we're sitting in that simple cross leg, sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Maybe you're rocking yourself from side to side or front to back, just to begin to ground and prepare yourself for the practice today. I find that this is very helpful to this movement, the side to side and the front to back, the rocking movement. It's a very primal movement, especially if you've got a little stress or anxiety going on. It can be very helpful in helping to regulate the nervous system and bring yourself back into the present moment, which is where we want to be for our practice today. So we've got ourselves moving a little bit from side to side or from front to back. We're going to begin to move this into some torso circles. So we're going to begin to circle this, making some circles with our torso. And if it feels best for you to have your hands on the floor, do what works for you today, what works for your practice, what helps your body the best, whatever helps you feel strong and empowered. Good. So we've got those torso circles, and you can make those circles as big or as small as feels good for you. And let's go ahead and circle the other way. So we've got torso circles going the opposite direction. And just circling that, taking that around. That feels so good on those hips, on that waist, on that back. Good, circling that. And then let's go ahead and bring this back to center. I'm gonna kind of sit forward a little bit. Ooh, that's good too. If you want it, you can build up. If you need to sit on something, you can build up those pillows and kind of sit on the front to tilt yourself forward, because that can feel really good on those hip flexors as well. Let's add in some shoulder rolling. So let's begin to warm that body up a little bit more. So we're going to start from the top down. So starting with our shoulders and our head and shoulders. We started with our torso, but now we're going to get a little bit more into that top part of the body. So rolling those shoulders back. And then let's go ahead and roll those shoulders forward. So nice big shoulder rolls, and they can be big or they can be small. Again, whatever is available to you, wherever your mobility and flexibility allows you to go. This is your practice, listening to your body. Every day is different. Good, relax that. Relax those shoulders, maybe relax those arms. Let's drop that chin to chest. And then lift our eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good, bring that head to neutral. Let's look to the right. So as we're looking to the right, we're taking our chin over towards that right shoulder, but we're trying not to take our shoulder to our chin. We're trying to move that chin over, keeping our chest open, our shoulder blades down and back. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's go ahead and look over to the left. Same thing, chin going over towards that shoulder, not bringing the shoulder to the chin. So that chin is going to the left side of the body, keeping our chest open, shoulder blades down and back. We've got that really nice tall spine here. Bring that back to center. Let's do that again. Look to the right and look to the left. Head back to neutral. Drop our chin to chest. Eyes to sky. Chin to chest. And lift those eyes up towards the sky. Bring our head back to center. Let's do some neck circles here, half neck circles. So let's drop that chin to chest. Right ear goes to right shoulder. Drop that chin to chest. Left ear goes to left shoulder. And we keep these half neck circles in the front of that body. Good, taking that from side to side, and go ahead and keep going with that. Keep those neck circles going from side to side. And then go ahead and bring that back to center. Back to nice neutral neck. Very good. We're going to add in our sun breath now. We're going to add in those arms. So let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. Let's go lateral first. So let's take our right hand down and reach over with that left. So we'll do some lateral stretching before we get into some side stretching or some torso twists, some twisting. We'll go side stretches first. So we're lengthening here. We've got our left glute, left leg, left hip down onto the floor. Good, let's inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, drop that down. Reach over to the left side, but our right leg, right glute, right hip down on the floor. Reaching through that. Reach through that arm, reach through the side of the body. Ooh, this side is tighter. I feel this side is tighter. It feels good. Really good to stretch that out. We'll do this one more time on each side. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, release and reach. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, release and reach. Inhale, lift this up. Let's exhale, clasp our hands behind us or reach for those wrists. Or if your shoulder mobility or flexibility won't let you, then grab your belt or your strap or a towel or a washcloth even, and you can hold on to that. And that will help open up those shoulders and that chest if you don't have the mobility to hold those hands behind you. So you've got the chest nice and open. Let's look to the right and look to the left. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest, and lift our eyes to sky. Good, let's release those arms, shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's drop our left hand to our right thigh, right hand behind us. Let's do a spinal twist here, seated spinal twist. First one like this of the morning or of the practice. Maybe night for you, wherever, whenever, and wherever you are practicing. Good, let's bring this back to center. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale and sweep this up. Go ahead and drop that right hand down, left hand behind, and twist. All these twists feel very good. Inhale and lift this up. Let's do this again on each side. Go ahead and drop that hand down, other hand behind, and twist. And breathe. That deep breath can help too, especially if you're very tight in your back or in your low back, mid back. or in your abdominal area if you're tight there. Let's inhale and sweep this up and twist it to the other side. Good. And breathe. And inhale and lift. Let's clasp those hands behind us once more. So you're either clasping behind or you're holding on to a strap or a washcloth or something like that. Very good. Let's look to the left this time and look to the right. Head back to center. Drop our chin to chest. Lift that head to center, eyes to sky. Good. Bring that back to neutral. Very nice. And release that. Shake that out. Good. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's clasp our hands at the top. Exhale, press our palms towards the ceiling. Right here, we want to make some space in our rib cage, some space throughout those arms so that we can do some deep sigh breaths here. This will help engage that nervous system even more. So inhale it deeply and exhale, big sigh out. 2 more times. Inhale it deeply and exhale, big sigh out. 1 more time. Inhale it deeply and exhale, big sigh out. Good. Bring those arms out in front of us. Open our arms and then release our arms. Roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. Very nice. All right, if you're sitting on something, go ahead and move that off to the side because now we're going to get our legs warmed up. So let's go ahead and lean ourselves back. We're going to take our legs wide as our hips or wider than our hips. You can go as wide as you want or as narrow as you want. And we're going to drop those knees, windshield wipers, from side to side, beginning to warm up our hip flexors, beginning to warm up our glutes. Yeah. Definitely feeling that in those nice hip flexors and that little rotation right here. You can even have your feet planted and going side to side like this. I like to pick mine up. So again, it's up to you. It's what you are feeling best for your practice today. Let's go ahead and keep that right leg in front. We've got that right nice zigzag. Let's sit ourselves up tall, twist to the left. So getting a tall twist to the left first, and then we're going to get our big twist to the right. So tall twist to the left, and now we take our big twist. Ooh. Oh, so good. Big twist to the right. And you can take those arms as far behind you as feels good for you. If you are hyper flexible, then maybe your hip and glute aren't lifting up like mine are. Mine are lifting. I'm not hyper flexible. So we've got that nice big twist here. Use that breath. Big deep inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Let's bring ourselves back to center and let's twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and lean this back. That feels good right there like that. Goodness. And then let's go ahead and take those legs and windshield wiper them again. Good. From side to side, waking everything up still, warming everything up still. Good. And let's take our left leg in front. We've got our nice left leg zigzag right here, sitting ourselves up tall. Let's twist to the right first. So a tall twist to the right, tall twist, tall twist. And then big twist to the left. So big twist to the left. Oh yeah, that one feels so good. That is great. Wonderful. And then let's bring this back to center and let's twist quick for 4. Let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and twist a little bit longer. I know I twisted longer on the other side, so let's twist a little bit longer over here. I shortened this one up because I forgot to add in that breath. Let's go ahead and breathe it here. Let's inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Oh yeah. And big deep inhale and big deep exhale. Good. And bring that back to center. Very nice. Let's lean this back again. And let's go ahead and drop those knees side to side once again. Very good. Good. And let's go ahead and begin to take our legs nice and long. So we're going to have nice long legs here. We're going to flex through our feet, sitting ourselves right on our sits bones. So right on those glutes. We're going to find ourselves. Let's go ahead and find ourselves. Actually, let's bend our knees. We'll go into staff pose in a moment, but let's do our bent knees first. So let's reach up through our arms. Lengthening here, knees bent, feet flexed, and let's go ahead and hinge this forward. Shoulder blades down and back, lengthening through our arms and through our spine. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale and hinge this forward. Inhale and lift. Exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. Exhale and hinge. Inhale and lift. And exhale and hinge. Good. We're going to change this into a boat. So let's inhale and lift, but then exhale, release our arms down. So now we've changed ourselves into a boat pose. We're leaning back. We're reaching out. Ooh, core is fully engaged here. Let's do 3 breaths in this boat pose. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Now let's find our staff pose. So let's lengthen through those legs. Now they can be nice and long. And our staff pose is one of our most difficult poses because you have to be having those feet flexed, legs flexed, hips flexed, glutes strong, and you're going to reach up through those arms. And you've got yourself in this nice capital L position here. Very strong here. Strong core, strong arms, strong legs. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Very nice. Release that down. Let's go ahead and bring that leg in. So bringing our right leg in, give our right leg a nice big hug, hugging that into our torso. Let's go ahead and take our right over our left. Let's wrap our left arm around our right leg. And as soon as we do that, we feel a different stretch right there in that glute, in that hip, in that IT band right here, in that outer hip, outer thigh. And let's go ahead and twist it to the right. Let's keep our left foot flexed and active. So we've got this twist to the right. Breathe it here. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And big exhale. Good. Let's twist it to the other side. So twisting to the left. Nice big left twist here. Very good. Wonderful. And let's bring this back to center. Let's take the bottom of our foot to the inside of our thigh. Let's reach our peace fingers for our big toe or our hand to shin. So wherever your flexibility, mobility will let you go. Other hand is right there at that lowest rib, or you are reaching over. So again, whatever feels best for you in this nice hamstring stretch, this lateral stretch, reaching through that and breathe. Use that breath here. Let's go ahead and windmill, that's the word I was looking for, windmill that arm back. Take that left hand to that right thigh and twist it to the back. Can't get enough twisting. So good. We don't do enough twisting in our normal everyday life. So that's why it's vital to do these twisting poses with the breathing in our yoga practice. Let's bring this back to center. Let's go ahead and find ourselves in our staff pose again. So finding ourselves in our nice strong staff pose, reach up through our arms. We've got 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Release that down. Good. Let's bring our left leg in. So hug that leg into the chest. Hug that in, hug that in. Very good. Let's go ahead and take that leg over. So left leg over right. Right foot is flexed. Let's wrap that arm around and twist that. Woo, twisting to the left. This feels so good. Let's breathe this here. Use that breath, especially if you're tight. Inhale and exhale. Big deep inhale. And big exhale. And again, big deep inhale. And big exhale. And let's twist to the other side. So twisting ourselves over to the right. Wonderful. Good, good. And bring ourselves back to center. Give that a nice big hug. Let's go ahead and take that foot to the inner thigh. Peace fingers for that big toe or hand to shin. And same thing that we did on the other side. If you had your hand on your lowest rib, then you want it on this side. Or if you reached over, then you want to do the same thing on this side. We want that nice balanced, strengthened body. So we want the same amount of strength on both sides of the body. Reaching over, reaching through that, and let's windmill this. Take that right hand to that left thigh and get another twist in. Good, a good twist, a good one. Very nice, bring that back to center. We're gonna take it down for some bridge work. So let's grab a block, take that block in between those knees. I like to use a block in our bridge work because I like to have those inner thighs engaged the whole time, and having to squeeze that block is a subconscious way of doing that. It's kind of, you don't have to think about it because you're having to hold that block there. So you don't have to think about squeezing those thighs. They're already doing some work. All right, we've got our feet lined up with our knees. Our knees are lined up with our hips. We've got our arms by our sides. Let's go ahead and lift our pelvis up towards the ceiling and then slowly lower this down. As we lower down, think about articulating the spine or one vertebrae at a time, pressing back down into the floor. Let's go ahead and inhale and lift the pelvis up, lift those glutes up. And then as we lower, as we exhale, we can articulate that spine back into the floor. Let's inhale and lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower down. Good. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower down. On our next one, we're going to hold it up. So let's inhale, lift it up and hold. Holding this here. Maybe you want to walk your feet a little bit closer to your glutes. Maybe you want your shoulders a little bit further underneath your body. But holding this here, inhaling and exhaling in this bridge, in this nice, strong held bridge. We're going to hold this bridge. Let's hold it for 6 breath cycles. Let's go ahead and inhale it deeply here and exhale it. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Big deep inhale and exhale. 3 more breaths here, 3 more breath cycles. I know if those legs are burning, then welcome to the club. Mine are. Let's breathe it here again. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, release that pelvis down, articulating that spine to the floor. Good, very nice. We can release that block. And let's go ahead and pull that right knee into the chest. Give that a big hug. And then release. Pull that left leg into the chest, left knee into the chest, behind the knee. Pull that in, give that a big hug. And then release that. Drop our knees over to one side, take ourselves onto our side, press ourselves up, and we're going to come up onto all fours into our quadruped position. Also, quadruped position. We'll put our blocks where we want them in a little bit. We're going to use them before we go into our sun salutations, but we've got this quadruped position first. Shoulders are over our wrists, hips are right over those knees. So we've got this nice alignment here. Let's do some cat and cow. So let's drop that belly to the floor, eyes to the sky. Inhale. Round our spine, chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Rounding that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Rounding that spine, exhale. Let's flatten through the back and do a little bit more stretching, but some strengthening here too. So let's lift our right leg up. So we're going to lift that right leg up. Leg is nice and long, foot is flexed, and let's lift our left arm up. So we've got our bird dog balance here. This is your first balance of the day, or of the practice of this practice. Maybe not of your day. Maybe you've done some balancing already today. And then let's go ahead and take our elbow to knee 6 times here. So let's bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one, let's extend and hold. Good. Release that arm, release that leg. Let's take it to the other side. So let's go ahead and lift our left leg up, lift that up, lift our right arm up. Right arm is lifted. So we've got this nice bird dog balance right here. And then elbow to knee 6 times here. Let's bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last 1 and extend and hold. Good. Release the arm, release the leg, back into child's pose. So a nice child's pose. I'm going to have my toes together and my knees apart in this child's pose. You can do a regular child's pose where your knees are together, but I'm going to do, since my hips are very tight, this feels good for the ankles too. I'm doing a wider leg child's pose. And just extending through those arms, such a good stretch through that back, through those arms, through those hips, through those legs. Very good. Very nice. Looking forward with our hands. Let's walk our hands over to the right. Take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand. And then try and get our left heel or our left glute towards our left heel so that we get a good side stretch here. Good stretch up the left side of the body. Remembering to breathe deeply throughout. Let's walk those hands over to the left. Let's take that right hand on top of that left hand. And now our right glute is going towards our right heel, getting a good side stretch up through the right side of the body. And again, nice big deep breath throughout. That will help to expand, and it will help to release any tightness or soreness or tension. Good, let's bring ourselves back to center and then bring yourselves back up. And now you can place your blocks where you want them. for our sun salutations when we get there. So I'm placing up at the front of the short edge of my mat. We're gonna go into our first downward facing dog. Let's curl our toes under and keep our knees bent as we lift our tails to the ceiling. So we're going to lengthen, stretch through our spine first, stretch through our spine, our shoulders, our chest muscles, right at those armpits. We're stretching through that as well, keeping our knees bent, our tails are lifted, so we get a good long spine here. And then let's begin to pedal our feet. So pedaling our heels down towards the floor, waking up those calves now. Yeah, and those Achilles tendons, the backs of the feet, the backs of the ankles. Feels so good. And let's find some stillness in our downward facing dog right here. In your down dog, your feet can be narrow or they can be wide. The wider you go, the easier it is for your heels to get towards the floor. It's just up to you what your goal is for your practice, for your flexibility. Let's go ahead and lift up on our toes. Our heels are high. Let's drop both of our heels over towards one side. And then lift this back up. Center. Drop those heels over towards the other side. And then lift this back up to center. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. A standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Good. We don't need our blocks quite yet. We're going to allow ourselves to ragdoll right here. So we're in a forward fold with those arms dangling, head dangling, this nice ragdoll right here, ragdolling this. Relax that face. Backs of the legs are stretching out. That feels very good. Let's fold this in half even more by making that upper body seem heavier than what it is. So let's take that opposite elbow with the opposite hand. Make a frame for that head, and that might make your upper body feel even heavier, pulling down towards the floor. As in opposition, your feet are rooted into the floor, so you are folded in half here. Very good. Nice fold and breathe. Keep breathing here. And then let's go ahead and release those arms. We can take those blocks. Got our hands on our blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale, flat back, tabletop, looking forward. Exhale and release. Let's inhale it up nice and slow. Inhale, sweep this up a nice big mountain. Exhale it around into a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep this up. Exhale it around a chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Moving on. Inhale, let's flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into a lunge. Left hand is on your block or on the floor or on a chair or wherever you need that. And then let's go ahead and open this up to the right. So we've got our right lunge, spinal twist here, and breathe. Good, bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Remembering that our downward facing dog is like our home base. This is where you get to kind of take a break, take a moment, catch your breath, bring yourself back to the present. That's our downward facing dog. That can also be your child's pose. If you ever need to take a break, you can always child's pose it too, and then rejoin when you're ready. From this down dog, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front of our mat. Good, let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into a lunge. Right hand on the block or on the floor. And let's spinal twist that open to the left and breathe. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe nodding that head or shaking that head. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward, fold, front edge of our mat. Let's do a few more of these sun salutations. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back, lunge. Left hand on block or floor. Spinal twist over to the right. Good, bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet the hands. Standing forward, fold, front edge of our mat. Inhale, nice flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. Right hand on block or floor. Spinal twist. Open to the left and breathe. Bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Bring our hands to heart. Let's take our right foot back. Keep our heel lifted so that we're in a nice crescent. Let's lift up those arms. We've got this strong crescent, standing crescent. From here, let's go ahead and open this up into our strong, proud warrior. Warrior 2. Very good. From this nice warrior 2, let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach up through that. Get that wonderful stretch all the way up through that body. Let's release our front leg. So both of our legs are now straight. Tilt our hips over and bring ourselves down into a nice triangle. So I love to use a block here. And let's open this up into a wonderful triangle. Ooh, yeah. That is very good. Lengthened. So we're lengthened through the torso. We're lengthened through our strong legs. Lengthened through that strong torso, through those strong arms in this wonderful triangle. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. Release the arms. Walk the back foot in, heel toe. So that we've got a narrow stance. Let's take our hands to prayer at low back. Turn this we've got a pyramid here, so both those legs are still straight, and we're gonna bow it forward. So bow it forward into this nice pyramid, getting a really wonderful front leg stretch here. And we're gonna work on our balance warrior 3. So your warrior 3 may be lifting and lowering here, or you may be able to balance this. Arms can be wherever you want, so they can be out to the side, off to the front, on your back. But just remember what you're doing on one side so that you do the same on the other. And we're working on that balance here. That strength and that balance. So let's begin to hinge this into a standing half staff pose. So bringing your leg up, reaching up through our arms. So this nice staff pose. And then let's go ahead and release that leg down. We're in a wonderful mountain pose right here. Inhale and lift this. Exhale, dive it down and over. Yes, for that standing forward fold. Love it. Very nice. Let's inhale and sweep this up. We're going to do everything we just did on the other side. Let's take this around into a chair. Bring our hands to heart. Let's take our other leg behind us. So left leg goes behind with that crescent on this side. So arms are lifted. We've got a nice strong crescent here. Back heel is lifted. From this crescent, let's go ahead and open ourselves up into our proud warrior, warrior 2 legs. So strong warrior 2 legs, strong warrior 2 torso, strong warrior 2 arms, faces relaxed. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior, reach up through that. Good lengthening here, that feels so good. Very nice. Let's lengthen through that front leg. Both of our legs are now straight, and we're going to take ourselves down into our triangle. So let's tilt those hips over and bring ourselves into that strong triangle right here, opening this up. Very good. Breathe. And let's go bring ourselves up, release our arms, walk our back foot in, heel toe, hands to prayer at low back. Go ahead and turn that. And let's take ourselves into a nice flat back. Wonderful. So strong legs, strong flat back in this pyramid. And then from here, let's work into that balance, warrior 3. So whatever that looks like for you, whatever it looked like for you on the other side, remembering that we want to work on that same amount of strength and balance on both sides of the body. We don't want to be stronger on one side than on the other because that will cause injury. It will cause injury. We want to prevent injury. That's why we do same thing on both sides. We do that double strengthening. And then from here, let's hinge this into this half staff. Reach up through that. That's some balance right there, just having to hinge and bring that leg up. And then let's go ahead and release that leg down. Very nice. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Good. Forward fold. Enjoy this forward fold right here. Very nice. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back into a top of plank. Good. Let's shift that weight forward. Drop the fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart goes down. Heart lifts up. Baby cobra here. Enjoy this spinal flexion, extension, and then flexion. We'll take ourselves down here and right onto our elbows. So Sphinx. So we're going right into we're going to Egypt today, guys. We already did the pyramid. We go to Egypt all the time when we do our practice. we already did our pyramid and now we're at the Sphinx. So we've got our elbows here. We're in this nice Sphinx. We've got that back stretching. Maybe your eyes are lifting a little bit. And then we're going to work on a little bit more back strengthening. So let's go ahead and lengthen through our arms, lengthen through our legs. We're going to do opposing strengthening. So we're going to lift our left arm and lift our right leg. Let's go ahead and lift that up. And we're lifting from the center of our body. We're not lifting from our hand or our foot. We're trying to lift from that mid-back, that glute, and that trap, the lats and the traps on the back and the arm. So we're lifting up through that. We're lifting from our core, not from out at our hands or feet. Good, go ahead and release that. Same thing on the other side. So try and lift from that core out instead of from the hands and feet back in. We want to lift from the core on out. That's where we're really working on the strength here. And breathe. And then release. Let's do this one more time, each side. So let's go ahead and take that left leg, left arm up, right leg up, and breathe. And then release. And take it to the other side. So then we'll go ahead and take that right arm up, left leg up, and breathe. And release. Hands by chest. Let's press ourselves back into child's pose. Oh yeah. Oh, that is so good. Feels really good on my ankles today. I need to spend some more time in child's pose today, I think. We've got ourselves in a nice child's pose here. Hands right by our knees. Let's press ourselves up, and we're going to take ourselves onto our backs and move into some leg stretch and final relaxation. So you can grab that eye pillow if you use an eye pillow or regular pillow or blankets, whatever you use for your final relaxation. Go ahead and grab that, and then grab a strap or a belt. Let's take ourselves onto our backs. Grab that strap. Let's take our strap around our right foot. And then let's go ahead and pull that knee into our chest. Our left leg, we're going to straighten that left leg. Right knee, hold into that chest. Oh, that feels so good. Let's press up through that heel to the ceiling. Pull our leg towards us. Very nice. Let's take that strap into our left hand. And let's do this deep spinal twist right here. So we've got our strap in our left hand. And let's take that right leg across the body. Deep twist here. Deep spinal twist. Arm is out. Let's look over to the right. That's so good. You may be feeling this in a lot of different places or abnormal places, or maybe you're feeling it in the normal places. It's interesting. I tend to feel this in different places a lot. Today I've been feeling this way in my glutes. So that's interesting because it's such a spinal twist, but I'm feeling it way in the glutes today. So recognizing that, breathing into that. That breath is your biggest ally here. That breath is what helps expand and smooth things out. This may also be the time when things start to creep back in, like the things that you've got to do today. Give yourself the rest this time. You're almost there. Give yourself these few more minutes. You can do this. Just to be present in this moment. The rest of the day will take care of itself when you get to it. Give yourself this time. Then pull that leg towards you. Bend at the other leg. Let's release that strap and release that leg. Let's take the strap around the other foot. So around that left foot. Right leg is nice and straight. Left leg is pulling that left leg in. That feels good. And then let's press up through that heel to the ceiling. Pull that leg towards you. Let's take that strap into the right hand and drop that leg across. Deep twist on this other side. Left arm is out, looking to the left. And maybe you feel this in the same spot you felt it on the other side, just on the opposite side, or maybe not. Maybe you're feeling this like I am feeling this. And usually one side I'll feel it in my back and one side I'll feel it somewhere else. but this time I'm feeling it both sides of my glutes. So that must mean that my weights yesterday, I did a little heavier for my weights yesterday. So that must mean that my glutes definitely got engaged yesterday in my strength training. That's always nice to recognize too, when we're doing our yoga practice, feeling something different, being like, oh yeah, it was because of this. And that's good because that means that this was engaged. So that's really, that could be very encouraging and helpful as well. Breathe here, big deep inhale, deep exhale. Let's go ahead and bring our leg back to center. Pull that leg towards us. Bend at the other leg and let's go ahead and release that. Very nice. Let's move it into our final relaxation. You are there. Let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room. Reach through our fingers, through our arms towards the other end. If you've got that eye pillow, go ahead and place that eye pillow over your eyes. Let the darkness and the heaviness just enfold you. Love it. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Add an inch or two to your height here. Let's take a big deep inhale. And with an exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Let those feet fall open. Let those arms be open. Relax your jaw, release your chin. Relax your scalp, relax your face. And breathe. Slow that breath down. So relaxing, let's go ahead and bend at our knees and tuck our tailbone under. Let's flatten that back against the floor if that is available to you. And then let's slowly drop our legs over to your most comfortable side. Drop both your legs over to the most comfortable side, and then take yourself onto your side for a few breaths here. And very slow, let's begin to press ourselves up, bring ourselves up, lift ourselves up into a strong, supported seated pose. So that might mean you're in a simple cross leg. I like to be in a kneeling pose. It might mean that you're in a chair or in a couch, but bring yourself back into a nice, strong seated pose where you can lengthen up through your spine, where you just feel so good after the practice today. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. And then let's go ahead and exhale, our eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love. Having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deeply inhaling here and exhale. And again, big deep inhale. And big exhale it out. And thank you for joining me for the practice today. Have a blessed rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.